Hello everybody, we are going to be going over Canva and all the awesome features that it has. It has a free version so that you can take a look and explore all the designs. You can pay on demand for things, or you can use the paid version and get all of it wrapped up in one. I held off for a very long time before I eventually went to the paid version, and let me tell you, it is worth it. If you can't go for the paid version or don't want to go for the paid version, that's fine because there's still a lot of really awesome features in the free version. Are you guys ready to head on over and take a look? Let's see what we can do. All right, so when you first log into Canva, you will have all of the templates that are available as well as anything that you've already created. So down here you can see some of my designs, and then it goes right into Instagram posters, Facebook, presentations. One of the really nice things about Canva is that it will give you a lot of designs to choose from, so you don't have to start from scratch. You can start from scratch if you want to, but it's not required. So that's kind of really helpful. I think if you are just kind of in a creative block and you're not really sure where you want to go, you can go into Canva and start with a template. You may end up eventually changing everything about it, but it's a really good starting place. All right, so let's get started. Over here on the top, you have Home, Templates, Features, and Learn. You can also search Canva, so if there's anything that you want to do, like say you want to design a Zoom virtual background, you can do that within here. You can also do a Facebook cover, or the really new thing that I am like having a lot of fun with, and I just did my own, is the BioLink website. And then of course there's a whole bunch of others. Like you can just search and search and search in here for anything that you want to do. And then if you hover over these other ones, it's going to give you some of their basic templates, but they have templates for just about anything. So let's say we want to do an Instagram post first. So what I'm going to do is just hover over templates, then go to social media, and we're going to go to Instagram. Now I do have the paid version of Canva, so some of the features in here I'll be sure to call out if it is a paid version. Something like the background remover, which is a really handy tool, is a paid feature in here, but there's lots of free things in here that are super helpful too. So if you go into templates from here like we did, and then Instagram posts, it's going to show you all the templates that they have pre-built. It'll also tell you if any of these are paid templates. The majority of them are free, so that's really handy. So if you're looking for something that's Father's Day themed, or Mother's Day themed, or Christmas, or Halloween, they're going to have a bunch of those in here, so you can just kind of pop in, maybe change some colors to add your branding to it, and then move on. You can do full pictures, you can do partial pictures and text, you can do all text, everything you can design in here. So you can kind of scroll through and see what you're thinking that you want to do for your item. So let's say I want to do this one. I like kind of the blocks up there and then the circle in there. So what I'm going to do is just click on it, and it's going to take me right in here. It's going to tell you these are all the colors that are being used in there, as well as the fonts, which is very helpful. So we're going to say use this template. All right, once everything is loaded in here, you will be able to start making changes and make this your very own. So let's say I want this to be my brand colors. Now this is something that is specific to the paid version. However, I would suggest making a document of yours that is all the hex codes of your colors for your brand, so that you can copy and paste those in here. If you use the paid version, you have your brand colors already set up over here, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and change this so that it matches my brand colors. Whoops, let's keep that one white. All right, now I want to add in the pictures so that it will, let's say I'm going to do this as a summary graphic for some of my products. So I'm going to go into my photos. Whoops. I'm going to go into my uploads. If I wanted to use something generic, then that's where you would go into photos and you can search. A lot of them are paid, but there are a lot of free ones out there too. So I'm going to use my uploaded photos. And we're going to do something with cups because I have a lot of cups out there. So you can either click and it'll automatically put it in there, or if you want it to go exactly where one of these other images is, let's just I'm going to hold on to it and then drag it over, and it's going to automatically fill in that square. And then if I want to adjust it, I'm going to double click, and then that's going to allow me to make some minor adjustments in there so that it fits it better. So maybe I want to make it just a little bit bigger so I don't have as much green around. Oops. There we go. And then we're going to do something else down here. Let's do this organ sticker because that's fun. Oops. So the key is when you drag it in, you want to wait until it fills up the box. Then you know you're good. And let's say so with this template, it set everything up. It already has the fonts added to it. I don't have to do anything with that. But say I don't like this bottom one. It's just not fitting in with the way everything else is flowing. I'm not really a fan. I can go over here after I select the font, because this is all grouped together, and then I can go over here and change it. So let's say we want to do, not that one either. Let's do this one. It's thinner, and then I want to make it all caps. So this lowercase a, uppercase A will alternate between uppercase and lowercase depending on how many times you click. There we go. So there's like a super simple graphic that I've done. It's all ready for Instagram. All I have to do is download it now. But let's say I want to change these colors because maybe this isn't what I'm feeling. So let's do there. So let's try 2 different colors. That's fun. And you can even change the color of this. So let's say I really want this to be, I don't know, blue, pink. There we go. So you can kind of have fun and make it totally fit your brand, which is really nice. So once I have this all good to go, then I just click download. It's going to give you the best recommendation for your file. With the paid version of Canva, you can adjust your size. So if you want it to be something larger, then you can go in here and adjust the size of the image, as well as having a transparent background. With the free version, all you get is the option to download a PNG and not to adjust the size or have a transparent background. So then I download it, and then it's ready to go and can be uploaded to Instagram. All right, let's do some more exploring within Canva. So I'm going to close this out, and we're going to do another graphic. We're going to build a template for ourselves. So I'm going to show you how I made these, which is my template for my cups that I do. It's really something that's easy to do. You set it and then just replace the picture, or like in this case, I went through and just made a copy of the page and then replaced the picture as I moved through them so that I have the same thing on each page. So let's go back to home. All right, I want to say that this is the Facebook picture size, so we're just going to grab that one and go for there. So we're going to do a new Facebook post, and then we're going to start this completely from scratch. So we're going to have a blank canvas and go from there. Okay, so first up, we are going to add our text. I'm going to grab this one because it looks the closest to what I'm wanting. It has that fill in the back and then the outline for the text. And then we're going to say this is a 24-ounce cold cup. Okay, and then I'm going to rotate this so it's on its side. Oops. And then I'm going to shrink it down. Okay, and then I want to adjust the font on this, I think. So one of the cool features about this effect is that you can do it to just about any font. So this pink color that's over here is actually the outline, that is your text color, and then the fill color is the effect. So I'm going to go in and change this and make it my brand color. And then I'm going to go to effects. And then over here, this mauve color, I'm going to change to this pink color, but I'm going to make some more changes before I close out of it. So over here, you can change the thickness, so you can make it really thick or you can make it really thin for the line. And then the offset, you can choose how far offset you have it, and then in which direction it's offset. All right, so then I'm going to go over here, and I want this to be a lighter color pink. So I'm going to slide it down till it's where I want it. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add in my logo. So in the paid version of Canva, you can set up your branding. You can choose all of your fonts, your logos, and your colors and have it all saved into one place. And you also get folders, which are really handy when you start uploading a lot of stuff. So I'm going to select my logo. I'm going to drag it on in over here. All right. So here, this is all set up and ready to go. Now I'm going to add my image that I've uploaded. I'm just going to drag it on in over here. And then I'm going to size it about where I want it. And then I didn't want to have this harsh cutoff. I wanted it to be a little bit more rough on the edge. So I'm going to go through and browse the elements and find something to kind of break this up so that it's not just this harsh transition from the picture to the white behind it. So I'm going to go over here to elements, and I am going to search for lines. And then I'm just going to scroll through here. So there are a good chunk of things in here that are free. There are some that are paid, and how you will tell the difference is, one, if you hover over the image, see how it says free there, you'll know that it's free. Anything that is the paid version is going to have the little crown and then say Pro. So if you pay for a Canva subscription, you're going to get the Pro images included in your subscription. Let's see, so I'm just going to scroll through here and see what I find. I'm looking for some sort of like a rough line or something. Real rough lines. So let's try this one. I'm going to rotate it so that it's on its side. And then I'm going to size it. I want it to overlap so we don't see any of the edges. And then I want this text to be on top of that, same as my logo. So I'm going to do this and push it forward and then touch my logo, grab my logo here, and then position and forward. So now I have something that isn't quite as harsh a line. I kind of would like it better, I think, if it was a different one, but we may just go with this for an example. Okay, so let's move this in a little bit more. And then let's move this in a little bit more. All right, so there is my template. I have everything good to go. I have my brand colors in for my text. I added my logo and then the actual image of my product. If you wanted to put some sort of a watermark over the top of this, you can also do that. And here's how you would do that. So if you want it to be text, then you just click on the text tool and then you can choose add heading and then type out your text. If you want it to be an image, you can also do that. So I want to use my logo. I am going to go into my logos here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to make it bigger. And then with watermarks, you want them to be semi-transparent. So the little checkerboard over here is your transparency. And then if you just bring that down, now I have a watermark over my image, but you can still see the product and see what it is. And then once I have it ready to go, I can just choose to download it and then download and upload to my website or wherever I'm selling. Or you can also publish to Facebook.